Hello my peaches, what's up? I am Pratha and welcome to today's video. I have been wearing browns and nudes for such a long time that I have gone crazy for red right now, and I'm back to back wearing red lipstick, red nail paint. I don't know what has happened to me, but I'm really, I've been using blues and browns so much and nudes and pinks that I just wanted to go bold and red this time, and it has been a very long time that I had not put on a red lipstick. And the lipstick and the nail paint, everything you will find in the description. I will leave all the details in the description for my lipstick shade and my nail paint shade. I have been getting way too many requests for showing you guys my vanilla fragrances. I have a mix of everything in here, like starting from 200 then going till 6,000, 7,000, and I have a bunch of perfumes and then body mists as well that I'm going to show you in this video. And you're going to find perfumes of all ranges in this, so don't worry about the budget thing because you're going to find something for yourself for sure. And let's roll the intro first. Please support by subscribing to the channel and become my peaches by being part of this peach pack. Press the notification bell icon to get notified every time I upload, and also let's connect better on Instagram. The first vanilla fragrance that you guys have bought with my recommendation and have loved it as much as I love it till date is Al Rehab's Choco Musk. It's actually a chocolate fragrance, but when I smell it, I smell a lot of woody musky vanilla in it, which is so beautiful, so gourmand. This is a gourmand fragrance lover's heaven in the price point of 200, or I don't know if prices have gone up on this, so it's great for 200 or 300 rupees. It is just amazing and I love this fragrance, and every time I talk about it I just end up putting it on and I just love it. I just love it. It is so good. I think this is such a great bedtime fragrance. If you like calming and sweet fragrances for going to bed, this is definitely something you must consider because it's very calming and soothing and sweet, and especially great for winter times. But I do not, because we sleep in ACs, all of us sleep in ACs nowadays. So I think nobody would mind putting this on even on a hot summer night. It has very simple notes of chocolate, vanilla and musk, and I just feel that it is so good, guys. It is so musky. It goes into the skin so beautifully, and it's just so beautiful. You need to have it to experience it, and you need to buy this if you love those musky and sweet vanilla fragrances, because more than chocolate I feel that vanilla is more dominating in this, and I would highly recommend that you try this one on. Next vanilla fragrance that I have is Zara's Joyful Tuberose, and it's a very powdery vanilla with some citrusiness in the top. It has an aftershavy thing going on as well in it, and it's through and through a fresh but powdery vanilla fragrance. Comes off very classy to me, and comes off very, being on a budget and smelling good kind of a fragrance. But the downside of this fragrance is that it does not last very long. It can only give you 2 hours, and after that it will require a touch up. From that point of view, I kind of get disappointed with Zara fragrances many a times, because despite the fact that the fragrances are good, they do not last very long. Same is the case with this one, but I kind of like this fresh cologne powdery vanilla fragrance, and it definitely comes off a little unique to me and classy to me. I'm not sure if it is available right now or not, but since I have it in my collection, I thought I must mention it. Next, very personal choice kind of a vanilla fragrance that I have and is super sweet and gourmand is this Nefarious Madagascar Vanilla, and I have hated it for the longest time, but I have fallen for this for some reason. It has this kind of an incensey background. I would say it's a spicy vanilla. It has this spicy, sweet vanilla thing going on, which is super deep, super thick, and super dense. It's a dense, spicy vanilla. Very tiny bit of an incensiness going on in the background, but for some reason, I don't know why, but I have fallen for this fragrance so much now. I was hating it initially, and I was just not at all liking it, but then when I tried it, it is coming off as such a beautiful fragrance. to me now. And this fragrance is almost coming off as a spicy, woody, sweet and dense, thick vanilla to me. I love it, guys. I put it on here and there. I know I haven't used too much of it because just one spray of it is enough. It goes on for a very long time. It stays on for like 2 days on me. It does have a bit of an incensiness in it in the background. It's a very personal choice kind of vanilla, to be honest. So it does not come off as a super modern fragrance. It's more leaning towards the Indianized fragrance kind of a thing. But if you want something for your own self, not for like pleasing people, but something that brings out your Indianness and something that smells like this, which is spicy, dense vanilla, and super sweet as well, I think you will love it for the winter times. And you get this decant for around 595 rupees or 575 rupees if I'm not wrong, and you just need 2 sprays. Trust me, 2 sprays are enough for this. So even this decant is going to last me for so long. The longer this fragrance is with me, the better it is smelling. For some reason, I'm really loving this fragrance now, and I really want to apologize for hating it and shaming this so much in the past, but I absolutely love it now. But again, I would like to mention that I do not wear it in public. I just wear it when I'm at home, when I want something super sweet and Indianized for my own self, but it's not something that I wear and go out. And again, this falls in the calming and soothing fragrance category for me. I would like to talk about Victoria's Secret's Bare Vanilla Decadent. And this again is a very beautiful deep vanilla. It is fuzzy, it is cozy. It has this slight brightness in the background, like a slight fresh and lightness in the background. And I believe it has a pinch of oud in it, which is kind of making it a deep dark and fuzzy cozy vanilla. It's a beautiful sweet and cozy woody musky vanilla kind of fragrance, and it's definitely very unique. I'm just loving it these days so much that it's almost, on a rainy day, it is almost becoming my go-to fragrance. I'm using it so much that I can't tell you. If the sale comes up again, I think I'm gonna back up this one, because I don't know, I have so many body mists, but then there are just few that I really keep on going back to and using, and rest are there just for the purpose of reviewing, or I reach out for them here and there, but not my go-to, you know. But this has become my go-to fragrance, and it also lasts longer compared to other Victoria's Secret body mists. It lasts around 5 to 6 hours on me, and I really love putting this on. And there is no fragrance that I have which is similar to this, because it has this super modern feel to it, along with that woody vanilla, and it's hard to explain, but it's super beautiful. Trust me on that. The next vanilla I would like to talk about is Zara Femme. It is more of a tonka bean and vanilla dominating fragrance. It has so much going on in it. It has patchouli and it has tonka beans, vanilla. Then I also get a bit of an aftershave note in it, which kind of adds a freshness and brightness to it. So it's a fresh, powdery vanilla, but it is so unique, guys. I'm loving this fragrance more and more, and I'm reaching out for this so much now, and I'm loving this so much these days. I have just completely fallen for this. This has become my fresh, classy fragrance, and because it has this vanilla in it, which kind of adds a smoothness to it and coziness to it, but that aftershave note, I still smell it. I cannot deny that fact still. And if I compare it to a very strong or zesty or a very fresh fragrance, I definitely would say that this comes off cozier. But if I compare it to the kind of fragrances that I like, which is super sweet and cozy and warm and dense, this comes off as a summer vanilla to me. But I find it to be a very niche quality fragrance now, and it's quite different for what it is in the Zara fragrances, or among any fragrances for that fact. So it comes off as a unique vanilla to me. The next fragrance that I'm going to talk about is Zara Nui. I have talked so highly of this fragrance in the past, and I still think that this is a very beautiful fragrance. I like it so much, guys. It's a warm amber and very fresh sort of vanilla. I think it gets this freshness from the florals, and I do smell like this is a mix of florals and vanilla and amber for sure. But it is so different, guys, and it also turns a little sweet in the winter days on sweaters and all. And this again comes off as a very unique and creative fragrance to me. Earlier it was not smelling sweet from the bottle, but now that it has been more than 2 years that I have it, it's kind of smelling sweet from the bottle as well. This definitely falls in the category of a sexy vanilla, and this as well for sure. Because the amber in it is doing its work really well, and the amber in it is kind of making it a sexy and very beautiful warm fragrance. I just think, and it is also long lasting. I don't know, it's long lasting on me. I can't claim about anybody else, but for me it's a long lasting fragrance for sure. It easily gives me 6 hours, and I think that's enough for not touching up your fragrance if you're not a very outgoing person, or you're not somebody who spends hours out of the house or spends an entire day in office. If you're not that kind of a person and you want to wear a fragrance like this just for a party or a dinner, I think it will last you pretty long to get through that thing for sure. And I highly recommend that you try this fragrance. I personally do love it a lot because of beautiful balance of slight sweetness, amber, vanilla and florals in it. So I really enjoy this fragrance, and I still put this on and feel good about myself putting this on. Next fragrance, I have used it like crazy. I still go for it so much, and I have stopped thinking about running out of it now because it's again available on Zara, and I am all the way down here with this fragrance. I can see where the juice is, and that is Zara Black Amber. Black Amber is a dupe for Dolce & Gabbana, the one, and it's a beautiful passion fruit, sweet, white floral, vanilla fragrance. The vanilla is very prominent in it, and it is very sweet in it. It's a super sweet white floral and passion fruit fragrance. I just love this fragrance. This again comes off as a very versatile fragrance to me. It comes off as a very sweet, classy and wifey or a motherly sort of fragrance. I don't know, it just comes off a little mature and beautiful and sweet and very welcoming sort of fragrance. That's what I get from this, and I just enjoy it so much till date. On the days where I want to go for a sweet fragrance and I don't know what to put on, I put this on, and I love it, guys. I still love it a lot, and it's again available on Zara, so I'm so glad that you guys can get this one if you want a super sweet white floral vanilla in your collection. The next vanilla fragrance, I'm going to talk about two vanilla fragrances side by side, and that is, they both have body mists, and that is Warm Vanilla Sugar from Bath and Body Works and Vanilla Vibes from Plum. Now I want to say this before I start saying anything at all about these, that I am not a fan of these. I don't like both of them. I'll tell you why. They are very simple, sweet, sugary vanillas, and the thing is that they both are very similar to each other. And the only difference that I feel about them is that the Plum body mist is very plasticky and it's very synthetic, and I don't like that about it. And I just, what I'm using it for, I'll be honest with you, I'm using, because it's alcohol based and also I am using it for cleaning my robot, my vacuuming and mopping robot, so that the fragrance in it gets better, because it's a floor cleaner, so it does get a funky smell in it. So I clean the compartments and everything with this these days. I do not like it at all. Now for Warm Vanilla Sugar, I would like to say that this is slightly better, but quality wise, and it has less of that plasticiness, but still comes off as a very alcohol-y fragrance, and it's so basic, super alcohol-y, and it literally burns my nostrils when I first spray it, and it's nothing special to me. I do not prefer it. I do not use it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It's not something that I feel like putting on my skin because it smells like a simple sugary vanilla to me. It's not that plasticky or as plasticky as the Plum one. I just hate this one. I have to say that now. So I find it slightly better, but it's not doing it for me. I am not really thinking about it or reaching for it or even looking at it. And I'm just mentioning it here because I need to, share my thoughts about or be clear about things when I have them for some time. And initial reviews are always a little exciting and all that, because you're excited and you have so many fragrances and you're overwhelmed. But when you have them for some period of time, you just start realizing things about fragrances. So this, I don't know, for some reason the alcoholiness in it never dies for me, and it just comes off as an alcoholic, sweet, sugary vanilla to me. Very simple, light, basic, peppy, bright, but it's not my thing. It's not my thing. And what I prefer over this is the next fragrance that I'm going to show you, and that is Vanilla Bean Noel. I have two of them. Initially, I bought a Diamond Shimmer Mist in it, and I liked it so much. And for some reason, compared to the regular one, the diamond one lasts longer because of its thick consistency and texture. For some reason, this lasts way longer than this. But still, this gives me easy 6 hours. It lasts long on me. It's like a toasted vanilla bean fragrance with caramel sweetness to it. And to be more precise, it has this smoky burnt caramel sweetness to it. And I really like it. Like, mix a smoky caramel with some burnt vanilla beans, and that is when you get this. And I just feel that this is so much more interesting. I love this fragrance. This is my go-to fragrance. Any vanilla fragrance out there, when I don't know what to pair with what, I just put this on and do my layering. I will talk about layering in some other video for sure, I promise you that, but for now we are talking about vanilla fragrances. So yeah, this is my go-to. This is my safe option. I do not mind, even if it is a hot day. I will be honest with you, I do not mind putting this on myself. I know it's a warmer vanilla, it's a sweeter vanilla, but I am a sweet fragrance girl, and I just love putting this smoky vanilla fragrance and a toasted vanilla bean fragrance on myself. And I would highly recommend that whenever the sale comes up, just get Vanilla Bean Noel for yourself, and you will not regret it, and you will like it so much if you like fragrances like me. So yeah, this is my definite go-to when it's about vanilla fragrance. The next vanilla that again I have been obsessed with, and is again from Bath and Body Works, is Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale is such a beautiful, mouth-watering, fresh floral vanilla, which is so amazing. The vanilla in it is kind of in the background, adding so much more character to it, adding a smoothness to it, and just making it so beautiful, guys. I can't tell you. I always say that from the bottle, it smells like a sharp fragrance, but it is mesmerizing on your skin and in the air for some reason. It is beautiful, guys. It has pomegranate nectar, fresh orange blossom, and vanilla bean, and it's just amazing. If you want something as a fresh vanilla, I would say just skip warm vanilla sugar and get this. It does not have that sugary sweetness in it, but for some reason the vanilla, orange blossom, pomegranate nectar, everything mixing in is kind of making it juicy, floral, and vanilla fragrance, which is a weird combination to explain, but it comes off as such a beautiful fashionista fragrance to me. It's a dupe for YSL Libre, and it comes off as a beautiful, sexy, fresh fashionista. Fresh in a way, not just fresh, but in a way as a new and fresh fragrance as well. It comes off like that to me, and whenever it gets available, just get your hands on it for the summertime, because if there's just one vanilla fragrance you would like to own which is fresh for summertime, I think it has to be Fairy Tale from Bath and Body Works in the budget range, because it lasts for around 6 to 8 hours if I overspray it, and I really like it from that point of view, because this performs as a perfume despite of being a body mist. Next up, I have Jean Paul Gaultier. Jean Paul Gaultier is a powdery vanilla fragrance, majorly because we're talking about the kind of vanilla. So this is a powdery vanilla fragrance, and it is sensual, sexy. It is so beautiful. I underestimated the power of this fragrance. I just underestimated this fragrance in the past, but now that I'm wearing it again and again, I'm realizing that this is, if you have this, you're sorted. This is a super versatile fragrance. This is, I know, on the pricier side for sure, but I got this decant from Myntra for around 1700 if I'm not wrong, or maybe 1500. I'll have to check the prices again, but yes, I got this. If I mix this or any other vanilla fragrance, mainly Fairy Tale or Dark Kiss from Bath and Body Works. The combination makes everything just so beautiful. I prefer mixing it more with Dark Kiss because Dark Kiss smells so much like this, but Dark Kiss does not have that powdery vanilla in it, but rest of the things are pretty similar. La Belle has this beautiful powderiness in the dry down along with the patchouli and some fresh notes in the background going on, and it's super sweet and fruity in the opening. Like it has the berry notes, if I'm not wrong. It has berries in the opening and then patchouli along with vanilla in the dry down, which is not off-putting for me, surprisingly, because whenever a smooth and a sweet fragrance has patchouli in it, it kind of ruins it for me. It just comes off as very off-putting for me, and I always stop using those fragrances because they just don't go really well with my body chemistry. But for some reason, La Belle is just perfect for me, and I love this fragrance. And the patchouli in it is adding to it, adding a bit of sexiness to it and making it so much more versatile. Be it weather, be it situations, you can wear it as a party fragrance, office fragrance, meeting fragrance, date fragrance. This is your one fragrance solution. To be honest, I have started feeling that way about it. Genuinely, I need to save on some money and buy this in full bottle for sure, guys. All the other fragrances that I say that I want to buy in full bottle and never end up buying, that's because I'm not so sure, because I have already so many fragrances that I can compensate all of that with those fragrances. But in case of this, there's absolutely nothing I can compensate this fragrance with. But for now, I have Dark Kiss from Bath and Body Works, which is quite similar to, has a similar kind of vibe. I'm not saying that they are similar or they are a dupe for each other. No, that's not the case. But Dark Kiss definitely has the similar kind of vibe going on. That same powdery, husky, musky sort of fragrance. If you don't want to buy this, consider Dark Kiss from Bath and Body Works. I will leave the purchase links in the description. Next up, we have Salvatore Ferragamo's Signorina Misteriosa. Oh god, this is such a beautiful, fruity, sweet, like super sweet, like sickly sweet. And I do get this candy or I don't know, bubblegummy fragrance in the opening in this, and that bubblegummy fragrance along with a lot of sweetness in it sits into a powdery vanilla, which does not come off as a very mature fragrance. I'll be very clear about that, but this definitely comes off as so me. This is so me. It's sweet, it's welcoming, it's fruity, and it's bubblegummy and has a little bit of a young vibe going on, but still has that powdery vanilla classiness in the background. So I would call it a classy fragrance, but definitely for somebody young and somebody going on dates who wants to smell sweet and who wants to smell very welcoming and approachable, this is definitely for them. I just love this fragrance, guys. This is like a no-brainer fragrance for me. This is my long-lasting go-to no-brainer fragrance for a pleasant day, because we really don't get winters here, and I have got compliments on this so many times. Whenever I put this on, I always get this compliment that I'm smelling nice. So yes, this definitely is a compliment getter. And if you are a sweet fragrance lover and you do not mind that bubblegummy or candy-like fragrance in the opening or in general, I think this is something you would enjoy a lot, because I personally do enjoy this a lot. The next one that I'm talking about is Guess Seductive Noir. This is a unique vanilla. This is something out of the box. So this is an unexpected fragrance. It has the note of iris. I smell some purple flowers in it, and with those floral notes, it has this cosmetic kind of plasticiness to it with a powdery vanilla in the dry down. The more it settles into the skin, the more it stays on me, the more smooth and soft and powdery vanilla it turns out to be. And it's such a unique fragrance, guys. It's so beautiful, I just can't tell you. This is smelling unique and classy on a budget sort of fragrance. You get this around 2,500 to 3,000 rupees for sure. You need time to get along with this, but if you're looking for a unique floral vanilla which smells like Guerlain's Mon Guerlain, then this is definitely something you must consider. Now, this vanilla is so much out of the box that it has taken me months to love this fragrance, but it comes off as an independent woman's and a very on point kind of woman's fragrance, because it has this plasticky cosmeticness, which is not off-putting, which is not bad, which is not synthetic, but this unique kind of cosmeticness along with the florals and the soft, smooth vanilla, powdery vanilla in the base. So I really like this fragrance. I do grab it here and there, but it is not an everyday or easy reach sort of fragrance for me, to be honest. It's kind of a special fragrance for me. I put this on rarely, but if you are that bold woman and if you are that strong woman who would like to smell exactly like that in a very feminine way, then this is definitely something to consider. And it's definitely sexy as well. This bold and strong and independent woman is also sexy and feminine at the same time. A similar kind of fragrance which comes off as a bold woman's fragrance to me is Roberto Cavalli's Nero Absoluto. Nero Absoluto again has very simple 3 notes, which is orchid and ebony wood and vanilla in it. I'm sure there is so much more going on in it and they have not mentioned it in the notes. It's a very beautiful woody vanilla fragrance which has a floraliness from the orchid, and it opens up very, let me just spray it in the air. Very beautiful. So it opens up with orchid and some freshness, but then sits into a woody fragrance which has the smoothness from vanilla as it develops and as it stays on the skin. So it definitely starts off as something else, not completely different, but it definitely starts off a little different and then sits into a different sort of fragrance. But it definitely comes off as a very bold woman's fragrance to me again, and I always say that I imagine Angelina Jolie in a black gown and going for a huge event, because this fragrance definitely smells like somebody who has a lot of money. And this woman is bold and independent and making her own money, and that too a lot. She only wears luxury. So this is what I get from this fragrance, and this is what I really like about it. And it's not, again, a regular or an everyday fragrance. This is the kind of bold vanilla fragrance that you will wear only few times in a year, to be honest, but definitely very sexy, and it's amazing and out of the box for sure. And yes, it does, when I say bold, it does come off as a little, just a slight bit masculine from the ebony wood note. So yeah, because there is absolutely no sweetness in it, so it comes off as a sexy, bold and a slightly masculine and a strong woman's fragrance. The next vanilla fragrance that I have is Olympia Original from Paco Rabanne. I have talked so much about this fragrance. This is a mouth-watering, aquatic, salty vanilla fragrance, and I get this minerally sort of thing from this, like seawater and sea minerals and then vanilla. It's sharp yet smooth at the same time, and it's beautiful. It is sexy. It is the beach babes fragrance, to be honest. And I just, I was wearing it day before yesterday. I had mixed these two and the combination was just so beautiful. So we'll talk about layering for sure in a different video, but yes, so this is another fresh summer fragrance which is vanilla and which is not sweet but kind of mouth-watering and a slight bit aquatic, but the kind of aquatic that even if you're not an aquatic fragrance lover, you will definitely fall for it because of the unique salty vanilla note in it. So yes, you will love it for sure if you are looking for something super unique and a fresh vanilla. And the last one on the list is Pure Excess, again from Paco Rabanne, and this one again is a caramelized popcorn fragrance with some amber vanilla in it. Now this vanilla is very warm from the amber, and it comes off as a very sexy fragrance for sure. It is intoxicating for sure, guys. I just love it. I'm waiting for winters to come so that I can put this on, because in rainy days it does get a little humid to be putting this on. So yes, I'm waiting for winters so that I can wear this fragrance. This again is long lasting and projective and whatnot, and it has this beautiful warm salty vanilla in it. Again, the vanilla in it is again salty. It's not a very sweet or cozy or warm kind of vanilla. It is cozy in a way, but the saltiness in this vanilla is kind of adding a uniqueness to it. Really find it to be intoxicating and sexy and beautiful for wearing as a date fragrance or a party fragrance for sure. And this ends my list. I think and I hope that I got all my vanilla perfumes in one video this time. I hope I did not leave out something. I'm just hoping so, because I was looking at my collection very carefully so that I do not miss out on something. And yes, I hope you liked and enjoyed this video and found something for yourself in the entire collection of mine that I just showed you. And also tell me in the comment section below which are the fragrances you have from this collection and you love and or you wish to buy. Let's keep the conversation going on in the comment section for sure. I might come on and reply late because of all the engagements that I have all the time, but I definitely come back and reply, so don't worry about that. If you're still here watching me and liking me, don't forget to give this video a big fat thumbs up down below. Keep looking beautiful, keep smelling good, and have a great day all. Bye bye. Mwah.